Good afternoon, everyone. This is Christian with PerfectStockAlert.com. Today is Thursday, April the 29th, 2010, and the markets are lying to you. Anybody that says that markets are efficient needs to be tarred, feathered, and kicked in the jimmy really hard. Look at this. This is the Dow Jones Industrial Average. I'm sorry, this is the S&P. Let me go get the right chart. Now we're looking at the Dow Jones Industrial Average. Okay, this is a 6-month chart. You can get this on our website. All my notations are always on there. The Dow Jones chart 6-month, each one of these candlesticks being 1 day. The thing to note here, this uptrend has broken. Okay, we're now moving higher, like we're going to just ignore this like we did back here. We've seen it before. Remember, we were doing it before back here, and then we finally snapped for good. All right, so now we're doing that again. Here's the thing. This right here is your 8 weeks of gains in the Dow Jones Industrial Average. Remember, we said that 8 weeks is above average. That shifts the odds in favor of bears for a strong move lower on a weekly candlestick. These are daily candlesticks, but go back and look at your charts, or we'll cover it again in the next video. So what's going on here? By the bulls trying to push this level up here, I think the Dow Jones is up today 122 points. Um, are they going to continue higher? I hope they do. That would give them 9 weeks of gains, and that's even more in favor of bears. Okay, so right here they're pushing higher, and if you're short, you're wondering, oh, what should I be doing? You should be shorting, plain and simple, in my opinion. That's what I'm doing. That's what I'm recommending. That's how I would do that. Simply because, like I said, 8 weeks to the upside. Go back to 2004. It wasn't a time to be doing your buying. It was a time to be selling. And if they go for 9 weeks, you still sell. If you go for 10 weeks, sell. Plain and simple. Now, all of this is bogus anyway. We'll get to that in a minute. But this is just a little game that's being played on the side here. The real news, the real action is in Europe right now, with Greece, Portugal, Spain, and Italy, and their debt that comes into question. So that's the real news. This right here is just a short-term blip, a little scrimmage, if you will. Let's look at the VIX to see if I'm right here of whether or not this is really not a true move higher. Another item you can look at, let's look at some more indicators right quick. Let's get the right tool. All right, note this low point here and this low point here, okay? Extremely lower. Go back to the same period, okay? Low point here, higher, all right? This is a bearish divergence. Price is moving higher while the indicator is moving lower. You don't want to be trusting this, okay? You've got the same conditions on the RSI, etc., etc. So all the signals that we're looking at here tell us not to trust this. Also, you'll notice this candlestick formation right here. That's not a hammer. Remember, there's 3 candlesticks I pay attention to. I like to see hammers on a pullback. That tells us there's support there. It makes sense. This, no hammer. Okay, just a reversal, quick little reversal. We have some move to the upside because the Fed and people are ignoring Europe. And again, you're just pushing yourself into that. Bulls are pushing themselves into that corner again where they can't really win. Up 8 solid weeks is above average. You're going to go for 9, you're going to go for 10. I don't really care. You're still going to lose. The end result will be a major sell-off, okay? That's where my position is on that. As I've said before, whenever you're looking at the Dow Jones, the S&P, NASDAQ, any of the major market charts, you want to go back and double check against the VIX. The VIX should be telling you the opposite. And basically, if I'm telling you the Dow Jones is looking bearish, then the VIX should be looking bullish, and that's exactly what she's looking like, okay? We had a major move up here on that day that we had 213 points on the sell side for the Dow Jones. That gives the VIX a very big move to the upside. Traded above the upper Bollinger Band line, so like I said, back when it happened, I wouldn't be surprised to see a little selling right here, and that's what we're getting. A little consolidation, I called it, and that's what I believe it is. I believe you're going to find support right here in this area, and you could pull back even a little more if they wanted to just keep pushing it, but I like this here. I would put, if I was looking to long this, you'd basically place a stop just below 1523, so 1522 would be my stop. I'd be looking to enter right here on the next day if I didn't already start legging in right now. And remember, nice gap right there, okay? Gaps get filled, you know that, all right? So yes, the VIX is looking bullish while the overall markets are pretending to be bullish, but like I said, they're backing themselves to a corner. They really can't do anything at this level. All right, that's my opinion, of course, but it tends to be right. Again, I want to point out this little scrimmage we're doing right here really, in my opinion, has nothing to do with nothing. Like if you go back and you watch my video from last night, I show you where it was the 1930s crash that really led to the Great Depression. Up to that point, in the 1929 sell-off, we were calling it a recession. It wasn't until 1930 when we had the problem with the credit in Europe that we broke down and we saw a global depression. So I'm looking for that to happen here again. All the fundamentals are in place to be doing that. It's not fear mongering when all the details are the same. I mean, if you go to make a sandwich with peanut butter and jelly on Monday, if you go the next day or the next year or the next month and you make the peanut butter and jelly sandwich with the same ingredients, you're going to eat a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, plain and simple. Okay, that's you just got to boil it down to its most logical conclusion. As always, let's consider our disclaimer. The information provided herein is our opinion only. Under no circumstances do any statements here represent a recommendation to buy or sell securities or make any kind of investment at all. Okay, you guys know what it means. I'm not responsible for any losses you might make. Okay? If you've been to our website today, you know that we've been telling you for the past couple of days that we're going to make this change, and last night we stayed up till way too late and worked our tails off on this thing, and we've got most of it done for you. This is what it looks like. If you don't see this when you go to our website, just clean out your temporary internet files and your browser cookies, and you'll see this. Okay? It does all kinds of stuff that our old site didn't do. Number one, I mean, you got all these extra buttons that fall down below, but these, like if you click real time, it'll actually pull up the real time instant chat room, so don't just skip that. Okay, here you'll notice stock alert videos. If you click on that, you get the nightly videos. You click on this, you get the small cap alerts. But to get the small cap alerts, you have to be a member. It's not a problem to be a member. It's free. Just go there, sign up. There's nothing to pay, and boom, you're in. Okay. All we ask in return is that you start telling your friends about perfectstockalert.com. Tell them, hey, the guy's a little bit crazy, but he's right. Also, we have some pretty cool little features on there that we didn't have before. You notice the intraday market charts. I was love watching this. I just kept hoping it would go higher and higher. I want to see it make 9 weeks of gains. I don't care. Anyway, so that was the overall up change or the upgrade we did. You'll notice these here. If you scroll over them, they'll pop up the little days chart for that ticker that I have here, or that you can type in your own. You can also grab them and move them around and this and that. So and if you don't want to see all these lines, man, just click on it, select one. Okay, different stuff you can do there. Check it out, refer your friends. We appreciate it. We listen to you guys, we really do, and we told you to give us your opinion on the site, how we can make it better for you. Some people were asking for larger videos. Well, there you go, baby. Huh? Yeah. God bless. Enjoy the evening. I'll see you all tomorrow.